Warning: the opinions expressed in this video do not represent YouTube, associations, agencies, or any particular individuals. Some explicit content may occur in this or future presentations. Viewer discretion may be advised, but ignored if you're into that thing.
What's going on, guys? It's that Big Bad Wolf here, Benny. We're going to do another comic book corner, and today you get a special twofer. Alright, so today I'm going to talk about the Incredible Hulk 300. This is the one I was talking about the last time I did the Hulk comic, where he fought the four big Avengers: Namor, Thor, or Hercules, not Thor, sorry guys, Iron Man, and Wonder Man. And I told you about another comic book where he fought an even bigger team of heroes, and pretty much decimated them. So basically, what happens in this story is the same Hulk, where he's just on a rampage, where he's separated from Bruce Banner, and yeah, he's pretty much just destroying everything, but this time he's not in the desert, he's not out anywhere where he's not going to hurt anybody. He's in New York. So New York is one of the most populated cities in America, even the world. So anyway, this time you see some heroes who are just trying to, street level heroes like Daredevil, Spider-Man, just trying to keep the people safe until more powerful heroes can get there. So I'm just going to give you a brief rundown right now of what heroes and stuff that the Hulk fights in this issue, because it's actually pretty extensive. You have Daredevil, you have Spider-Man with the Venom symbiote, you have Doctor Strange, you have the Hulkbusters, which is a branch of the army that pretty much, devoted to capturing or killing the Hulk. You have S.H.I.E.L.D., you have the Human Torch, you have Luke Cage, the Iron Fist, you have Thor, you have Star Fox, Vision, Wasp, Scarlet Witch, and Photon. Now, some of these characters you're probably not too aware of, and I'm talking mostly about Star Fox and probably Photon. So I'll give you a little indication of what their powers and all that is. So Star Fox is he's a god pretty much from Titan. He's actually Thanos' brother, and so he's kind of got superhuman strength to an extent. But his main power is he can switch around the pheromones in a person to give him pleasure, pain, all that good stuff. So there's actually a long-running joke where he slept with a lot of characters, and, was it really him and them wanting to, or was it him using his powers? So that's a whole funny story for another day. And then Photon is kind of she can manipulate radiation, stuff like that, and she could fly. She was actually called Captain Marvel. Then she switched it up because obviously we had the Carol Danvers Miss Marvel. So she switched her name to Photon. So all these characters are extremely powerful and they can't touch the Hulk. So finally Doctor Strange comes along and opens up a magical doorway, send the Hulk, try to find somewhere safer for him, because he's no longer safe on Earth. It's kind of like a precursor to, the whole Planet Hulk, World War Hulk scenario. So this is just one of those times. Now, the second part of this is I actually found a one-shot. It's with Hercules, Hulk vs. Hercules. One-shot, I think it came out in, let's see, what year did it come out to, everybody? Alright, don't really matter because I don't feel like looking for it. Anyway, this one-shot, it starts off with Hercules, Athena, and Amadeus Cho. Now, when you first meet Amadeus Cho in the comics, he's a boy genius. He had a fascination for the Hulk. He tried to protect him and stuff. And then he sees kind of how big of a monster the Hulk is. So he kind of switches over to Hercules. So Athena starts telling him a story about how when Hulk was traveling, where this comic book ended with, he somehow ended up on Mount Olympus. He befriends a couple Titans that are maimed by the gods. And, they befriend him thinking that he's another Titan. He's green like Mother Earth Gaia, their mother. So they befriend him. He ends up fighting all the gods. Hercules and him are fighting. And then Athena kind of tells him what happened, why they were fighting. It's because Ares attacked them. And Hulk was just protecting his friends. So by accident, the Hulk knocked Ares into a stone wall that was keeping back all the Titans and Kronos, the father of Zeus. So there's an all-out war coming. So Hulk, Hercules, all the gods of Olympus are teaming up together, and they're defeating all these Titans, throwing them back, all that good stuff. In the heat of battle, Hercules kills one of the Hulk's Titan friends, one of the good ones. And, after the battle's done, Hercules is trying to congratulate Hulk, saying, "You fought well." and you just see this look of disgust on the Hulk's face. So it just showed you he's not a mindless beast. He's just a creature of rage. So he was so heartbroken, he activated Doctor Strange's spell to return to this magical crossroads. So Athena's point in this story is, even though Hercules is a god, he can still be a monster if he wants to. So that's why I kind of like this, because Hercules is seen as probably one of the only heroes besides like Thor, Sentry, that can go toe to toe with angry, enraged Hulk for long periods of time. So it's just that nice little spin on it where the Hulk was actually the civilized one and a god was the monster. So that's just a nice little twist. I like when they do stories like that just to show the Hulk's humanity, where all he really wants to do is be left alone, find a friend, and these two titans, they didn't judge him. They embraced him as a brother. So it was kind of nice to see that. I like to see the Hulk get a happy ending once in a while, but of course he never, ever does. It always ends up, the person he cares about dies through no fault of his own. I mean, look, that's how World War Hulk started. His wife died. He thought his son died. So, again, Hulk's one of my favorite characters, not just because he's the strongest there is, but because he's got such a compelling backstory. So anyway, guys, if you like this, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave me a comment below. Give me a comic book to read. I'll do a review on it, give you a shout-out. Anyways, I'm the Big Bad Wolf Benny. This was my comic book corner. I hope to see you next time.